There's a quiet field in Shoreham, New York. No fences to stop you, no monument to warn you. Just land that looks ordinary, almost forgettable. But this ground once carried an idea so ambitious that it challenged how humanity would power its future. An idea that promised energy without wires, borders, or ownership. More than a century ago, something stood here that was never meant to be small. It was not built for one city, one nation, or one generation. It was built for the entire planet. Today, the tower is gone. The dream is silent. But the questions it raised are more relevant than ever. Because sometimes, history hides its boldest failures in plain sight. Tesla's dream did not survive in its original form, but it did not vanish either. Today, wireless power exists on a smaller scale. Inductive charging, medical implants, radio frequency energy transfer, all rely on principles Tesla helped pioneer. What failed was not the idea of wireless energy, it was the attempt to make it global before the world was ready. Tesla reached too far, too soon. But progress often follows those who fail first. More than a century later, Wardenclyffe still stands, at least what remains of it. The original laboratory building survived neglect, redevelopment threats, and time. In 2023, a fire caused millions in damage, but restoration began once again. A new visitor center is scheduled to open in 2026. Plans aim to fully restore the laboratory by 2028. Wardenclyffe is transformed from a failed experiment into a historical landmark, not as proof of success, but as evidence of ambition. Nikola Tesla died in 1943. Alone, nearly forgotten. His greatest dream never worked the way he imagined. But his ideas never stopped moving forward. Some visions fail, not because they are wrong, but because the world is not yet capable of supporting them. Wardenclyffe reminds us that progress is not linear, that failure often precedes understanding, and that the future sometimes belongs to those who never lived to see it. The tower is gone, but the question remains: what ideas today are waiting for their moment? Long before Wardenclyffe, Nikola Tesla was already reshaping the modern world. He pioneered alternating current, the system that still delivers electricity to billions of people today. He designed motors that turned invisible power into motion. And at Niagara Falls, his ideas transformed water into light, proving that electricity could be generated on an industrial scale. By the end of the 19th century, Tesla was not an outsider, he was a scientific celebrity. But success did not satisfy him. While others refined electrical grids and transmission lines, Tesla looked beyond them. He believed wires were a limitation, not a solution. And he began asking a dangerous question. What if electricity didn't need them at all? At the heart of Tesla's thinking was a belief that electricity behaved more like vibration than flow. While other scientists focused on radio waves traveling through air, Tesla rejected the idea entirely. He believed radio was inefficient, wasteful, and fundamentally limited. Instead, Tesla proposed something radical. He believed the Earth itself could act as a conductor, that electrical energy, introduced correctly, could travel through the planet's interior using resonance, not broadcasting outward, but vibrating inward. In Tesla's vision, the planet became part of the machine, a shared medium through which energy could be accessed anywhere on Earth. It was an idea that ignored conventional engineering and redefined scale itself. To prove his theory, Tesla needed more than equations. He needed land. He chose Shoreham, Long Island, quiet, remote, and geologically suitable. The location offered access to groundwater, isolation from interference, and proximity to New York's financial power. This was not coincidence. Tesla believed soil conductivity and underground water were essential to transmitting electrical vibrations. Wardenclyffe was not built randomly. It was positioned deliberately as part of a planetary experiment. Tesla wasn't constructing a tower. He was constructing a test of nature itself. And if the Earth responded as he believed it would, everything about power distribution would change forever. The Wardenclyffe Tower stood nearly 200 feet tall, but its true purpose was hidden below the surface. Deep underground, Tesla drove iron shafts more than 100 feet into the Earth. These were not foundations. They were conductors, meant to inject electrical energy directly into the planet. The tower was designed to generate high-frequency oscillations, forcing the Earth to vibrate electrically. Tesla believed these vibrations would form standing waves, energy that could be accessed anywhere using tuned receivers. This was not infrastructure, it was global-scale engineering. Wardenclyffe was designed to turn the Earth itself into part of the circuit. When Tesla activated his equipment, witnesses described something extraordinary. Artificial lightning arced into the air. The ground vibrated. The atmosphere crackled with energy. Local residents reported strange lights and thunder-like sounds. For a moment, it appeared that Tesla's system was alive. This was the most convincing evidence Tesla ever produced. Not proof, but possibility. It suggested that something was happening beyond conventional explanation, enough to keep Tesla convinced, enough to keep him working. But spectacular effects do not guarantee success, and nature does not bend to belief alone. Modern physics offers a clearer picture of why Wardenclyffe failed. As electrical energy spreads, it weakens rapidly. The inverse square law ensures that power diminishes exponentially with distance. The Earth itself resists electrical flow. Ground conductivity is inconsistent, lossy, and unpredictable. To transmit meaningful energy across continents, Tesla's system would have required enormous power, far beyond what technology of the time could sustain. The idea was not impossible in theory, but it was catastrophically inefficient in practice. Tesla was not wrong about imagination, he was wrong about scale. Wardenclyffe relied on funding from financier J.P. Morgan. Morgan believed he was investing in wireless communication, radio transmission across the Atlantic. But Tesla had a different goal. He envisioned free global energy. That raised a simple but fatal question. How do you profit from power that cannot be controlled? There was no answer. When Morgan realized Tesla's true intentions, funding stopped, construction halted, momentum vanished. Without financial backing, even the most revolutionary ideas collapse. Wardenclyffe was no longer a vision, it became a burden. By 1917, Tesla was deeply in debt. Wardenclyffe stood abandoned, unfinished and unproductive. Contrary to popular myths, the tower was not destroyed by government order or secret agents. It was dismantled for scrap. The copper and metal were sold to pay off debts. The structure that once promised global energy was reduced to raw materials. On July 4th, 1917, Wardenclyffe disappeared. Not with resistance, not with recognition, but quietly. A future imagined and undone.